Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you all for joining today. And we're very happy to have you here. And it's a wonderful journey to learn Bhagavad Gita together, the next level, and understanding some concepts and memorizing at least 2 shlokas a week. So we saw about chanting, about offering prasadam, and about bhakti yoga, about controlling the mind, and few other things so far. So today we'll start with prayers. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkripatamahamam vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Mishra. Okay, so hope all of you have been reading Bhagavad Gita. So thank you, few devotees, for sending in the voice recording. I think I forgot to send. Someone can take up that service of sending uh, the shlokas to be memorized from the Veda base. That would help too. Thank you, Disha Mataji and Vanaja Mataji, for sending the audio of the shlokas 12.8 and 12.9. So today we'll talk about Krishna, the Supreme Lord. And there are many slokas. We'll pick 2 of them for our understanding. This is chapter 10, text 8. So let me go to the Veda base so we can read from that. Chapter 10. Text 8. So I think it'll take only 5 to 7 minutes to read the translation. So we'll take turns. Can someone start? We'll go 5 verses each. Yeah, Vanaja Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Chapter 10 The Opulence of the Absolute. Text 1. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Listen again, O mighty armed Arjuna, because you are my dear friend, for your benefit I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. Text 2. Neither the hosts of demigods nor the great sages know my origin or opulences, for in every respect I am the source of the demigods and sages. Text 3. He who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the supreme lord of all the worlds, he only undeluded among men, is freed from all sins. Text 4 to 5. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the senses, control of the mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame, and infamy. All these various qualities of living beings are created by me alone. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Shini, would you like to read text 6 to 10?
Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Krishna.
The seven great sages, and before them, the four other great sages, and the Manus, progenitors of mankind, come from me, born from my mind, and all the living beings populating the various planets descend from them. Text 7. One who is factually convinced of this opulence and the mystic power of mine engages in unalloyed devotional service. Of this, there is no doubt. Text 8. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Text 9. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. Text 10. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. So we see how he starts off by telling that I'm going to tell you something that is better than what I've already given. And so he says how he's the root of everyone. Nobody knows him in truth. And he's the source of the demigods, the sages. And then the four shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, which is the seed shlokas, that how he's the Supreme Lord and how to those who are devoted to him in devotional service, what is he doing for them, right? So that's what he's saying. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. Okay, 11 to 15. Yeah, anybody? Yeah, Santosh Prabhu. Is
Hare
it
Krishna.
Pankita? Hare
Yeah.
Krishna, Pankita. Yeah,
Text 11 to 15. Is that what I'm reading?
yeah.
Okay. Text 11. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. Text 12 to 13. Arjuna said, You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth. You are the eternal, transcendental, original person, the unborn, the greatest. All the sages, such as Narada, Asita, Devla, and Vyasa, confirm this truth about you. And now you yourself are declaring it to me. Text 14. O Krishna, I totally accept as truth all that you have told me. Neither the demigods nor the demons, O Lord, can understand your personality. Text 15. Indeed, you alone know yourself, your own internal potency, O Supreme Person, origin of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, Lord of the universe.
Thank you. Thank you, Pankita. So, so he's saying that how he's giving them special mercy, that with the shining lamp of knowledge, he destroys the darkness born of ignorance. And then after understanding this, Arjuna says his testimony that whatever you have told, I am accepting now as truth. And nobody can understand you because you're the supreme. And not only me, great sages also confirm this truth about you, that you're the ultimate abode, the purest, the absolute truth, eternal, transcendental, original person. So let's see 16 to 20. Yes. Asha Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Is that
Text.
Tanvi?
Yeah, Tanvi is here with me.
Okay. Happy birthday, Tanvi.
Thank you, Mataji.
Many, many more happy returns with blessings of the Lord.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much for your blessings.
Do you want to read Tanvi 16 to 20?
Yeah, sure. She's here.
Text 16. Please tell me in detail of your divine opulences by which you pervade all these worlds. Text 17. O Krishna, O Supreme Mystic, how shall I constantly think of you, and how shall I know you? In what various forms are you to be remembered, O Supreme Personality of Godhead? Text 18. O Janardana, again, please describe in detail the mystic power of your opulences. I am never satiated in hearing about you, for the more I hear, the more I want to taste the nectar of your words. Text 19. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, yes, I'll tell you my splendorous manifestations, but only of those which are prominent. O Arjuna, for my opulence is limitless. Text 20. I am the super soul, O Arjuna, seated in the hearts of all living entities. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all beings.
Thank you, Tanvi. Okay, so Arjuna is asking a question that how shall I constantly think of you? How shall I know you? And also describe your mystic power. So Krishna is telling that I am going to tell you what is predominant, what is prominent. And then the next 20 shlokas, she says, okay, let's complete reading this. So 21 to 25. Anyone would like to read? Okay. Maybe I can read. Of the Adityas, I am Vishnu. Of lights, I am the radiant sun. Of the Maruts, I am Marichi. And among the stars, I am the moon. Of the Vedas, I am the Samaveda. Of the demigods, I am Indra, the king of heaven. Of the senses, I am the mind. And in living beings, I am the living force, consciousness. Text 23. Of all Rudras, I am Lord Shiva. Of the Yakshas and Rakshasas, I am the Lord of wealth, Kubera. Of the Vasus, I am fire, Agni. And of mountains, I am Meru. Text 4. Of priests, O Arjuna, know me to be the chief, Brihaspati. Of generals, I am Kartikeya. And of bodies of water, I am the ocean. Text 25. Of the great sages, I am Bhrigu. Of vibrations, I am the transcendental Om. Of sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy names Japa. And of immovable things, I am the Himalayas. Okay, yeah. Alekya Mataji, you can continue.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Sangha wants to read Mataji.
Okay.
Should I read Mataji?
26 to 30.
Of all trees, I am the banyan tree, and sages among the demigods, I am Narada. Of the Gandharvas, I am Siddhartha, and Chitrata. And among perfect beings, I am sage Kapila. Text 27. Of horses, known me to be
Uchai Shrava.
Uchashava,
produced during the churning of the ocean of nectar. O lordly elephants, I am Airavata, and
Airavata.
Airavata, and among men I am monarch. Text 28. Of weapons I am the thunderbolt. Among cows I am Surabhi. Of causes for
Procreation.
procreation I am Kandharpa, the god of love, and serpents I am Vasuki. Of text 29. Of many hooded na, na,
Nagas.
nagas I am Anata, and among the aquatics I am the demigod Varuna. Of departed ancestors I am Ara,
Ariyama.
Aryama, and among the
Dispensers of
dispensers
law.
of law I am Yama, the lord of death. Text 30. Among the Daitya demons I'm the devoted Prahalad. Among subduers
Subduer. I am time.
I am time. Among beasts I am the lion, and among birds I am Garuda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Sanjana. Okay, Shilpa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Krishna.
Text 31. Of purifiers, I am the wind. Of the wielders, I am weapons. I am Rama. Of fishes, I am the shark. And of flowing rivers, I am the Ganges. Text 32. Of all creations, I am the beginning and the end, and also the middle. O Arjuna, of all sciences, I am the spiritual science of the self, and among logicians, I am the conclusive truth. Text 33. Of letters, I am the letter A, and among compound words, I am the dual compound. I am also inexhaustible time, and of creators, I am Brahma. Text 34. I am all devouring death, and I am the generating principle of all that is yet to be. Among women, I am fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and patience. Text 35. Of the hymns in the Sam Ved, I am the Brihat Sam, and of poetry, I am the Gayatri. Of months, I am Mark Shirsha, November to December, and of seasons, I am flower bearing spring. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Wonderful. Thank you. So 36 to 42. Yeah, I think now so many. Okay, Prasad Prabhu, you can read two verses. Disha Mataji, the next two verses, and Kalpana Mataji, the last.
Sure, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Text 36. I am also the gambling of cheats, and of the splendid I am the splendor. I am victory, I am adventure, and I am the strength of the strong. Text 37. Of the descendants of Vrishni, I am Vasudeva, and of Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Of the sages, I am
Yeah,
Vyasa, and among great thinkers, I am Ushana.
Usha.
Ushana. Mataji, I have one question. In the earlier text, I am in the letters. Uh, I think,
A.
yeah, A, right? So, is it something taken from Bhagavad Gita, letter A, or?
No, no. To
Mhm.
form any, if you see any language, the first starting letter is A or
Mhm.
A or
Right.
something to do. That is the first word that comes out of the mouth of a baby also, and that's the first important word. That means, I mean, that's the most important letter of all the letters. So he's saying that how prominent he is in everything. An example of that.
Understood. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Okay. Disha Mataji, would you like to continue?
Yes, Hare Krishna Mataji. Text 38. Among all means of suppressing lawlessness, I am punishment, and of those who seek victory, I am morality. Of secret things, I am silence, and of the wise, I am the wisdom. Text 39. Furthermore, O Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all existence. There is no being, moving or non moving, that can exist without me. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Kalpana Mataji, you can read the last.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Text 40. O mighty conqueror of enemies, there is no end to my divine manifestation. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. Text 41. Know that all opulence, beautiful and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendors. Text 42. But what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, devotees. So we have successfully read one chapter. I know each shloka is huge and there is so much to talk about, but we are happy we recited at least in English one chapter, and we see how Krishna is saying that he is opulence. Opulence is Aishwarya. There is nowhere that God is not present. That's what we know. And everything is existing in its splendor and grandeur because of the Lord's presence. And this is the explanation of the shloka that everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. So today we will talk about this verse 10.8. So please repeat after me. Aham sarvasya prabhavo.
Aham
Aham sarvasya prabhavo.
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 Mattah sarvam pravartate.
Mattah
Mattah
sarvam
sarvam
pravartate.
pravartate.
Mattah sarvam pravartate.
Mattah
Mattah
sarvam
sarvam
pravartate.
pravartate.
Mattah sarvam pravartate.
Mattah
Mattah
sarvam
sarvam
pravartate.
pravartate.
Iti matva bhajante mam.
Iti
Iti
matva
matva
bhajante
bhajante
mam.
mam.
Iti matva bhajante mam.
Iti
Iti
matva
matva
bhajante
bhajante
mam.
mam.
Iti matva bhajante mam.
Iti
Iti
matva
matva
bhajante
bhajante
mam.
mam.
Buddha bhava samanvitaha.
Buddha
Buddha
bhava
bhava
samvitaha.
samadvitaha.
Buddha bhava samanvitaha.
Buddha
Buddha
bhava
bhava
samvitaha.
samadvitaha.
Buddha bhava samanvitaha.
Buddha
Buddha
bhava
bhava
samvitaha.
samadvitaha.
Okay. Yeah, can someone read the synonyms translation? Okay, Disha Mataji or Priya Mataji, would you like to read? Anyone who's free?
Jai Shri Krishna Mataji. Translation. I am the source of all spiritual and material
Sorry
worlds.
to interrupt, Mataji. Can you read the synonyms also?
Yes. Synonyms. Aham, I, Sarvasya, of all. Prabhavaha, the source of generation. Mattaha, from me. Sarvam, everything. Pravarte, emanates. Iti, thus. Matva, knowing.
bhajante, become devoted. Mam, unto me.
Buddha.
Buddha, learned. Bhava samanvitaha, with great attention. Translation. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise, who perfectly know this, engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. So he's saying two things. The first two lines, that how he's the source of all material and spiritual worlds, and everything emanates from him. So what does it got to do with us? Because if we are wise and we know this, then we will engage in his devotional service and we will worship him. Okay. So someone can continue the first paragraph. Yes, Mataji. Kalpana Mataji. Okay, you might have raised hand. Okay, Sonal Mataji, would you like to chant? Would you like to read the first paragraph?
Yes, I will, Mother.
Okay.
Sorry, I am muted actually. Hare Krishna. A learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and has information from authorities like Lord Chaitanya, and who knows how to apply these teachings, can understand that Krishna is the origin of everything in both the material and spiritual worlds. And because he knows this perfectly, he becomes firmly fixed in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord. He can never be deviated by any amount of nonsensical commentaries or by fools. All Vedic literature agrees that Krishna is the source of Brahma, Shiva, and all other demigods. In the Atharva Veda, Gopal Panta Upanishad, it is 1.24. It is said, Yo Brahmanam Vidadhatri Parva
Purvam
Purvam Yo Vai Vaidams
Vedamsta
Gapayanti Sama Krishna. It was Krishna who, in the beginning, instructed Brahma in Vedic knowledge, and who disseminated Vedic knowledge in the past. Then again, the Narayana Upanishad 1 says, Atha Purusho Ha Vai
Narayana
Nardanyo Kamatya
Praja
Pranja Shri
Jayati.
Shriyati. Then the Supreme Personality Narayana desire to create living entities. The Upanishad continues, Narayana Brahma Jayate. Narayana Prajapate Narayana Indro Jayate Narayana Astu Vasavo Jayante Narayana Ekadasha Rudravajayate Narayana Dvadashayanta
Dvadashadityaha.
sorry
Dvadashadityaha.
Dvadashadityaha. From Narayana, Brahma is born, and from Narayana, the Patri
Patriarchs.
Patriarchs are also born from Narayana. Indra is, sorry, where it is? Indra is born. From Narayana is the 8 Vasus are born. From Narayana, the 11 Rudras are born. From Narayana, the 12th Adityas are born. This Narayana is an expansion of Krishna.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. So
Thank
here
you.
we see
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. There is quotation from Atharva Veda and quotation from Narayana Upanishad. Because Krishna is saying, I am the Supreme Lord. There are, so Srila Prabhupada is quoting from Veda and from other Upanishads also, which says that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Okay, so yeah, anyone would like to read? Okay, Santosh Prabhu, you can read.
It is said in the same Vedas, Brahmano Devaki Putraha, the son of Devaki Krishna, is the Supreme Personality. Narayana Upanishad 4. Then it is said, Eko Vai Narayana Asinna Brahma Ne Neshano Tapo Nagni Tomau Neme Dya Va. Okay, Dya Va.
Prithvi.
Dwa Va Prithvi. Na Nakshastrani na Surya. In the beginning of the creation, there was only one supreme personality, Narayana. There was no Brahma, no Shiva, no water, no fire, no moon, no heaven and earth, no stars in the sky, no sun. Maha Upanishad 1.2. In the Maha Upanishad, it is also said that Lord Shiva was born from the forehead of the Supreme Lord. Thus, the Vedas say that it is the Supreme Lord, the creator of Brahma and Shiva, who is to be worshipped. In the Moksha Dharma section of Mahabharata, Krishna also says, Prajapatim cha Rudram Kapi Aham Eva Shrajami Vai Tau hi Mam na Vaijan Vijanito Mama Maya Vimohito. The patriarchs Shiva and other are created by me, though they do not know that they are created by me because they are deluded by my illusionary energy. In the Varaha Puran, it is also said, Narayana Paro Devas. No, it is okay. Narayana Paro Devas. तस्माज चतुर्मुख तस्माद रुद्रो भवद देवा सचा सर्व जनात्मह गता. Narayan is the supreme personality of Godhead, and from him Brahma was born, from whom Shiva was born. Lord Krishna is the source of all generations. He is called the most efficient cause of everything. He says, because everything is born of me, I am the original source of all. Everything is under me. No one is above me. There is no supreme controller other than Krishna. One who understands Krishna in such a way from a bona fide spiritual master, the references from Vedic literature engages all his energy in Krishna consciousness and becomes a truly learned man. In comparison to him, all others who do not know Krishna properly are but fools. Only a fool would consider Krishna to be an ordinary man. A Krishna conscious person should not be bewildered by fools. He should avoid all unauthorized commentaries and interpretation on Bhagavad Gita and proceed in Krishna consciousness with determination and firmness. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So we can see there are so many quotations from the other Upanishads and in the Vedas to supplement that what Krishna is telling, that I am the Supreme Lord. Right? So how in the origin of the creation he was present, and then after that everybody came, and how there was nothing without Narayana. And also, so it's important for us to consider the position of Krishna. Many times, even before coming to Krishna consciousness, I never thought that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Because it's always like we used to celebrate Janmashtami and consider him as like a child eating butter, or playing pranks like that. But it's, although he's doing all that, a human like activities, but still his position is that he's a Supreme Lord. So that this is a summary of the purport that we read. So references for Krishna being the Supreme Lord, we had Gopalatapani Upanishad, Narayana Upanishad, Maha Upanishad, Moksha Dharma from Mahabharata, and Varaha Purana. So, and recommendation is that, we follow these Puranas and the Acharyas and understand Krishna as how Arjuna understood him. Arjuna did not mince words at all. Arjuna didn't say that, you are Supreme Consciousness, I am also Supreme Consciousness, I will become you, I will merge in you. No. He says, you are Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. So it's important for us to consider that He is a Supreme Lord and the original source of everything. Otherwise, our bhakti will not be based on a solid platform. So what does he mean when he say that he is the source of all creation? Because there are two creations. One is the primary creation of matter and elements. First of all, the five elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Where from these came? That is the first part of creation called Sarga. And then with these elements, there are secondary creation by Lord Brahma. Then comes the demigods, then all the rulers of the different planets, then the planets, then everything. This is described in the first and the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam in detail. So Krishna is saying that I am the origin of the secondary creation also. We all know, right? We all must have heard that Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the maintainer, and Shiva is the destroyer. But Brahma, when he is questioned by Narada Muni, that it looks like you are the supreme because everything emanated from you, Brahma said, no, 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 don't even tell that. Good that you asked me this question. Then Brahma is telling that how he came about. Right? So when he came, he was like perplexed. Where is he? What is he supposed to do? So this is why in the third canto it is explained that even before everything, the Lord existed even before, prior to creation. So first we see Krishna in his original in Goloka, which is explained like, which is present as a Shweta Dvipa, like a white lotus flower. And there, the spiritual world, there is no need of creation or annihilation, right? Many times he says, you come back to me, that is eternal. There is no need of Surya there. There is no need of Chandra there. There is no time there. But then we see in this world, there is time, that is, there is earth, sun planet, which gives heat and light. There is day and night. There is birth and death. There is happiness and distress, and everything is run by the time. So to create this world, Krishna, who is Atma Rama, or enjoying himself with the liberated souls, but for those of us who want to enjoy separately from the Lord, he expanded himself as Mahavishnu. And not only this, there are so many other Vaikuntha planets that is present in the spiritual sky also. In that, a part of it is inhabited something called Mahat Tattva, or the primordial substance from which the elements of creation came about. And even before that, as Mahavishnu, he is lying down and breathing innumerable universes. And then he goes into each universe as Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. This is the second Vishnu expansion. And then Garbhodakashayi Vishnu expands as Shiro Dakashayi Vishnu, means one who is present in everyone's heart as Paramatma. That's why Krishna is saying, with a single fragment of myself, if we remember the last but one verse that we read, I pervade and support this entire universe. So Mahavishnu, from Mahavishnu, Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, and from Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, Super Soul or Paramatma comes, who is present in every single atom of the material world. So, in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.3, it is mentioned that Krishna has expanded himself into two types of the Atmas. One is Swamsha. Swamsha means like his own. He's expanded, but it is like his own person. So he's like Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narasimha, all are examples of that. And there are Vibhinna Amshas. Vibhinna Amshas are Jivas, like all of us. But we are not equal to the Supreme Lord, but our original position is as a servant of the Lord. Jivera Swarupa Hoy, Krishnera Nityadas. So he's saying he's the origin of the spiritual world and the origin of the material world also. So this is, we will go into technical details later on. Where is Dwaraka Dham? Where is Ayodhya Dham? And the first quadruple expansion is, and then this is called Chit Jagat or spiritual worlds. And then how in Vaikuntha Loka, all the different Varahadev, Nrsimhadev, all the incarnations are present. All Narayana expansions and eternal associates, Purusha avatars, are all present in this realm of Vaikuntha Loka. But beyond this Vaikuntha Loka is Brahma Jyoti, that is Krishna's effulgence. So we can see that Sadashiva is present between the Brahma Jyoti and the Vaikuntha Loka. And the Brahma Jyoti is the effulgence of the Lord. And then there is this Brahmanda, or the universe, the material universe, which is timed, which has a creation and annihilation. So this is called causal ocean or Karana ocean, from where Mahavishnu lies down and innumerable universes come out. And in each and every universe, he expands. Karanodakashayi or Mahavishnu, unlimited universes emanate from the pores of his skin. And by the glance of Mahavishnu, he impregnates the universes with the jivas and Kala, eternal time. This is also very clearly explained. How his vision, okay, with that he puts the jivas in the material world and the time also. So that's why he's saying, I am time as well. So in understanding this, in each and every universal globe, the same Mahavishnu enters again as Garbhodakashayi Vishnu and lies there on the serpentine Sesha incarnation. So there's Sesha incarnation and he lies there, entering each universe, the universe that come out of his pores. Right? That's why in some Vishnu temples in South India, you see that Mahavishnu is lying down, and in some Vishnu temples, there is Brahma coming out from the navel of Vishnu. Then he's called Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. He himself enters into each universe. And that one universe is this, expanded so much. So Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, Garbhodaka ocean is there, and then Brahma comes. Then Brahma gets the intelligence from Krishna, how to create, and then he creates all the other planets. But the whole of this is held by Anantasesh or Lord Sankarshan. Yeah, so all the living entities injected within the womb of the Mahatattva are divided in all universes with the incarnation of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, and all of them lie down with the Lord until Brahma is born. So when before Brahma's creation and after Brahma's annihilation, everybody lies down, means are sheltered in the form of the Lord, in the spiritual form of Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. Then when Brahma is born, then Vedas come out Brahma hears the Vedas and Brahma tells the Vedas, and from him different creations come. From his mind, Narada Muni came, how birds and beasts and so many other species are. First, he creates the progenitors and they create further creations. So, like that, the Visarga or secondary creation happens. And Brahma says, I mean, he says that how he's seeing the gigantic form of the universal, the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu from his lotus. And he's always worshipping the Lord by his creation and by his work. So that's what we see, that there are different planetary systems and amazing details of creation are given. And how Brahma's form is, it is mentioned that like our form is has we have the earthly forms, earth, water, fire, air, ether. The more higher it goes, the forms become subtler and subtler, and Brahma's form is made of mainly intelligence and false ego. So that's what his form is made of. And how intelligent he must be to perform this creation and to run and to do everything uh, on in charge of every single species of life. Who's the soul inside, how much time limit he has in each and uh, every form, and after that what is the next evolution. Like that, everything is uh, supervised and designed by Brahma. So after many, many such lifetimes, one gets a human being. But if in a human form of life, we don't use the human intelligence properly, then again we fall back into animal life and again evolution takes place. I think it's a little bit in detail. We may not need all this, but just what are the different types of creations that is mentioned. That there are 6 kinds of immovable living creatures. There are 24 kinds of lower species of life. And then there are 400,000 human species in all. So you see, this is plants, root takes and the nourishment is upward. And for human species, nourishment is by the stomach and then it's distributed down towards the body. And if we see the other species, there are 28 kinds of beasts and birds and everything, the nourishment is distributed horizontally. This is how technically the secondary creation or visarga is described. So this means the humans and the celestial beings above humans are also included in this. And how is Krishna able to, keep everything in control? How is he? He says this, that Krishna is a constant companion. So let's recite this verse. Repeat after me. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto
सर्वस्य
Sarvasya
चाहं
hृदि
हृदि
सन्निविष्टो
सन्निविष्टो
mattah smritirjnanamohanam cha.
मत्तः स्मृतिर्ज्ञान
स्मृतिर्ज्ञान
अपोहनश्च
वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो
वेदैश्च
वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव
सर्वैरहमेव
वेद्यो
वेद्यो
वेदान्तकृद् वेदविदेव चाहम्
वेदान्तकृत् वेदवित् एव
वेदेव
चाहम्.
चाहम्.
Okay. Can anyone read the synonyms and the translation?
I can read Mataji.
Yes, read.
Sarvasya of all living beings, Cha and Aham I, Hridi in the heart, Sannivishtaha situated, Mattaha from me, Smritihi remembrance, Jnanam knowledge, Apohanam forgetfulness, Cha also. Mataji, can you please scroll down?
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, you can read here as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can. So, yeah.
We were.
And Vedahi
Oh no,
by
sorry,
the
sorry.
way.
Not this verse. Not this verse. I went into another verse. That was 15. 15.
Yeah, it's the same verse, Mataji.
Yeah, 15 and 15.
Vedahi by the Vedas. Cha also Sarvaihi all Aham I am. Eva certainly Vedyaha knowable Vedanta Krit, the compiler of the Vedanta, Vedavid, the knower of the Vedas, Eva certainly Cha and Aham I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas.
Hmm.
Like,
Thank you, Mataji. So he says he's seated in everyone's heart. Three things come from me: remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. It's going to take, it's a good purport. Okay, let's read the first paragraph. Can someone read? Yes, Prasad.
It's I'm seeing the same slide, Mataji.
Oh, you're not seeing the purport?
Okay, yeah, I can see now. Sorry. I am seated in everyone's heart, come from me come remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta and I am the knower of the Vedas.
Are you able to read the purport?
No, Mataji, that's all. I don't see the other slide.
Oh, let me. This is a slide that you've been seeing?
Yes, yes.
Okay, probably. Okay, let's see. Okay, the purport is explained like this. Due to lack of time, I'm going to explain this. Maybe you can read later on. So, Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannivishtaha. Every single being, I am present in everyone's heart. And then from me comes what? Remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. So, forgetfulness of what? Forgetfulness of the past life. And the proper remembrance and knowledge is also given from him, from the heart. And this is with respect to every single living being. And also, as Vyasadev, he has compiled the Vedas, Vedanta Krit, Vedavid Eva Chaham. I know the Vedas and I am the compiler of the Vedas because Vyasadeva is an incarnation of Krishna. So Krishna came as Vyasadeva to give the Vedas. And for what purpose? By all the Vedas I am to be known. Vedaischa sarvair aham eva vedyo. By all the Vedas I am to be known. Okay. So, how he is saying that he is the Supreme Lord. Let me stop this and go to this and let's read the first paragraph. Are you able to see now?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, can you read?
Sure. The Supreme Lord is situated as Paramatma in everyone's heart, and it is from him that all activities are initiated. The living entity forgets everything of his past life, but he has to act according to the direction of the Supreme Lord, who is witness to all his work. Therefore, he begins his work according to his past deeds. Required knowledge is supplied to him, and remembrance is given to him, and he forgets also about his past life. Thus, Lord is not only all pervading, he is also localized in every individual heart. He awards the different fruitive results. He is worshipable not only as the impersonal Brahman the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the localized Paramatma, but as the form of the incarnation of the Vedas as well. The Vedas give the right direction to people so that they can properly mold their lives and come back to Godhead, back to home. The Vedas offer knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, and Krishna in his incarnation as Vyasa Deva is the compiler of Vedanta Sutra. The commentation on the Vedanta Sutra by Vyasadeva is the Srimad Bhagavatam, gives the real understanding of Vedanta Sutra. The Supreme Lord is so full that for the deliverance and of the conditioned soul, he is the supplier and the digester of foodstuff, the witness of his activity, and the giver of knowledge in the form of the Vedas and as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, the teacher of Bhagavad Gita. He is worshipable by the conditioned soul. Thus, God is all good, God is all merciful. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. So he's saying how knowledge is supplied to him, remembrance, and also he forgets about his past life. Imagine if we remember all the past life, we'll be crazy. So Krishna is actually helping us in this regard. And also he gives as Vedas, he only comes, he gives the Vedas and he is to be known. So that's why it is said that he is worshipable and thus he is all good and all merciful. So we'll quickly see. So that's what is defined in this slide, that why he's all good and merciful, because he's a supplier and digester of foodstuffs. That's coming in the 15th chapter. We haven't yet started read that before this verse. If you remember, he talks about the tree and how he says there is no need of sun and moon in his planet because he is the source of sun, a light of sun and moon even here. So how he's a witness of all of our activities and he gives the Vedas. And so, someone who gives little things to us, we are grateful. Someone who has given us everything, the foodstuff, the place to stay, the power to digest, the power to hear, created the elements, everything, he's giving the whole package so that we can come back to him. So he is the only source, and how he is present as a supreme witness. Because whatever we think, whatever we act, he is there in the heart noting down. And accordingly, we are getting the result. Okay, so yeah, so we see how, many times suddenly they say Archimedes principle. I'm thinking and suddenly I remembered. How? When we say that, suddenly I remembered, we eliminate God there. Actually, it is He who is giving the remembrance. Sometimes we are able to remember and sometimes not at all. We forget. Today, I was hearing someone one devotee from Malaysia, he was sharing how he was sharing something that his son met with an accident and he had some brain hemorrhage. Uh, so there was some memory loss that happened, and he couldn't remember. Like in fact, he was like I think 17 or 18, but he couldn't remember how to walk. He couldn't remember his school or anything, but he could, after some time, he could recognize his parents and his name. But from the beginning, he was able to tell the shlokas that he memorized. So he was sharing that he was telling that how amazing it was that we don't know where the shlokas are going and getting stored. And Krishna himself is non-different from his shlokas, what he has spoken. So he was telling, I mean, any shloka that he memorized, he told. But he couldn't remember anything of his studies or how to walk. And after that, slowly he worked from there. Now he is almost normal. But he was telling this, that it is true that, we think, oh, I forgot, I remembered, and, he's very intelligent. But all this faculty of knowledge The source is the Lord. Yeah, and see, He's also helping us to sleep, right? And also in the morning, when in the sleep, we completely forget who we are, right? In the sleep, we don't remember who we are, where we are staying, what it is. We are in a different world, in a dream world. And then when we wake up, we immediately remember who we are, which house we are in, where we are doing what, everything of our identity. And that's also because of the Lord. And the power to go asleep is also because of the Lord. If you had all experienced many sleepless nights, we want to sleep, we cannot get up, the body is tired, but we are not able to fall asleep. For that also we depend on the Lord. It is the Paramatma who switches off and switches on. Right? So yeah, he's also telling that by all the Vedas I am to be known, and I am the compiler of the Vedanta. As Vyasadev, he has given so much, and also he spoke this knowledge to Vivaswan, the sun god. So Krishna, how can Krishna speak if he doesn't know? He's a source of all knowledge, so he's giving to know. And also Vedas are given for what purpose? So that we can mold our lives according to what the Vedas say, and we can go back to Godhead. So we will take these two verses. They are in two different chapters. One is 10.8, another is 15.15. But both speak about the signs of the Lord. How he is the Supreme Lord, is a cause of all causes, and how he is present everywhere. And also his personal ways. So, yeah. We have Ekadashi that is coming up on Saturday. So there are so many. I mean, on that day, we can dedicate to chanting the holy names of the Lord and reading Bhagavad Gita. Like this, we see you just open this and read one chapter in English. Even we don't need even a chapter, to read in Sanskrit. Just in English also we can read and we get the same benefit. So like this, we can read some Bhagavad Gita, chant and do some deity worship, do some offering to the Lord. So that way, and fasting, especially fasting from greens and beans. So that's very conducive to Krishna, will help us attain this knowledge more and bhakti more. And weekdays we are meeting 6 to 7 a.m. Weekends is from 6 to 8. In the morning it is 365 days. So there are other devotees who are running. Sometimes I have another call as I'm not able to join, but still this call goes on. Everybody coming together to chant and to read a little bit from Krishna book, learn to recite some songs and see the darshan of the Lord. So we can all do this. So after a few of these sessions, we will start, individually reading the whole Bhagavad Gita. So I request all the devotees to start reading Bhagavad Gita and chanting as well. Chanting is very important. This Maha Mantra, we see that Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi. Krishna is telling of all the sacrifices, I am the chanting of the holy names. So it just takes less than 7-8 minutes, 10 minutes to chant one mala, which is 108 times. So I guess all of you here are chanting at least 2 rounds. If not, please upgrade. We are upgrading our iPhones. We are, upgrading our insurance and so many things we are doing. Same way, we also need to upgrade our chanting, our time that we spend thanking the Lord, time that we spend reading Bhagavad Gita. I'm also thankful to you for coming together every week on Thursday, but weekly once is practically nothing, and it's not enough to keep the spiritual things going on. So that's why even on the other days, you please try to join the japa, or if you have any questions you can text me, and also read Bhagavad Gita on your own. If you're not able to join the japa call also, it's okay, but find some time during the day to dedicate to chanting this Mahamantra. So let's chant this 11 times. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And Asha Mataji has done some quiz questions on this and she has put the link. So please kindly everyone attend the quiz so we will get to know. It's a very basic one to get us an idea of these basic concepts of these shlokas. And we will have 1 week for recitation of these shlokas. Whoever has memorized, maybe we can play some games out of the shlokas also, dividing ourselves into quiz, into teams and asking the first or the second line of the shlokas or the translation. So please go through this shlokas, whatever we have done. I think we have a PDF of the shlokas that we have done, that was done by Yashita. I'll share that soon in the group. So you can have a quick reference. So devotees, anything else? Anybody would like to ask? Any questions? Sushma Mataji, are you from Charlotte? Where are you from? I think she's busy. Thank you, devotees, but I want at least one question. Nobody has any questions? Or please say one takeaway point from this class. Something I need to hear from you. Yes, Santosh Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I had a question. Why are all gods,
Nikunj. Yes, Nikunj.
why are all gods born in India and like nowhere else in the world?
No, Kapila Dev was born in California. He was Caucasian. California, the name, actually it was called Kapila Ranya.
Oh,
Yeah, if you see, that's the origin of California. And Kapila Dev is an incarnation of the Lord. He's mentioned in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And I remember one more incarnation was also white-skinned. I forget. I recently heard, I forgot. So it's not that all the incarnations are from India. And
uh,
previous, yeah,
but like most of them are, as I've heard, they're mostly from India or like around that region. So,
yeah, because that's a very punya bhumi or a very sacred place. If you see every inch of India, there is some holy place, some holy temple, either of the Supreme Lord or Lord Shiva, Durga, Ganpati, Subramanya Swami, like that. So like that, you see, the whole of India is everywhere you go, there is some holy place, because the incarnations had taken appeared there. And so see, Lord Rama walked all the way, Dandakaranya forest. So we can see that. So we can say that majority of them were appeared in India at this point of time, where we are at this point of time right now. It is also mentioned, if you see, between even science agrees this. There are mountains in Chile. We lived in Chile for some time, South America. The top of the mountains have salt deposits which are found in the ocean bed. So how is it possible that salt water ocean bed, the salt is found in the top of the mountains, peak of mountain peaks? So the land and the water keeps changing places. So that's what we understand, tectonian plates, and sometimes land comes out, which was land before is, covered by water. We see Atlantis, because what we know is only maximum few hundred years of history. That too not very clear. And we ourselves live only maximum 80 to 100 years. Beyond that, we pack up and we don't know after that what is the history, what is the here. But, the Vedas speak about history of so long, so many years. So sometimes the land and the water masses are changed like that. So originally, that's what they say. Sri Lanka is not what Sri Lanka is now. It's just a vestige part of Sri Lanka. So that way you can see that, sometimes South America, the whole of South America was Lanka. And there are references to, Ramayana being there. Somewhere in Amazon, they know about Rama and Ravana, some like that. There are many, documentary movies like that, how they say that this was once upon a time, maybe not now, maybe in 2, 3 Treta Yugas, maybe in the previous life, previous day of Brahma, that was Lanka.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, but now recently, we see in the few thousand years, Lord Rama and Krishna, the most recent incarnations happened in Ayodhya and Mathura.
Okay. Why is it that like India has been chosen as like the holy sacred place and not like somewhere else in the world?
Yeah, because until at the end of Parikshit, because there is Vedic culture that was born in India. And how come, what about the other cultures? It is mentioned that at the end of Parikshit's grandson's time, uh, the kings, the princesses who don't follow, they are exiled by the kings because they didn't follow some rules. They are exiled out of the kingdom. And like that, the many kings that are exiled like that formed different races around the world. Otherwise, it was Parikshit. The Otherwise it was everybody was the whole world was under the rule of Parikshit Maharaj. There were no different countries and continents and different races like how it is now. We know, right? Even 500 years ago, Columbus discovered America. Before that, who were they? Native Americans. And same way, in the whole of South America was also conquered by Portugal and by Spain. Before that, there are indigenous races there. So, like this, if we see the history of the world, we see that the Vedic culture, or the most civilized culture was from India.
Yeah, okay. Thank you,
Thank,
Mata.
thank you, Nikunj, for the question. Okay, devotees, so we will pause here. Thank you all very much for joining. And so we will keep these two shlokas in mind and learn them for the homework. And if you have any questions, you can text me, and please keep chanting. Thank you, Disha, for texting me about your chanting, and few others also texted me. very happy to hear that you're all chanting, and I encourage others also to please text me. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.